Chael, Art of Sports here with the great Tito Ortiz. Man, you're at a point in your career where now you're getting honored at events and stuff. Tell me how it feels to be here.
God, is it that time already? 19 years gone by that fast. It's great. You know, when I first started, there was no one to really walk in their footsteps. There was nobody who did anything at all in mixed martial arts because it was so new. I had the opportunity to be the first of many things that I've done through my career, and I'm very lucky that to be a pioneer of the sport. You know, I was able to watch other fighters as Hoist Gracie and Ken Shamrock to get up to that part of my career where I was competing against Ken Shamrock. But to take off with the torch of the UFC once it was bought by the Fertitta brothers, and thanks to John Lewis to introduce me to the Fertitta brothers, and thanks to John Lewis to introduce the Fertittas to UFC, because it wasn't for John Lewis, the sport wouldn't be where it is. Yes, us athletes do compete and for the fans to watch. Yes, Dana and Lorenzo put up the money for fans to watch the sport, but we had to compete. But John Lewis made that happen, and he was one of the guys who got for this event. So it was just, it was meant to happen.
Speaking of you being a pioneer, I mean, you know, you were that guy. You were the guy that, you know, kind of sold the pay-per-views back in the day. You were the guy that everyone knew, everyone wanted to watch. Now, kind of looking at MMA now, you know, there's the Conor McGregors that are kind of, you know, making the big noise and things like that. Tell us where you think it's come from where you were to where it is now.
Well, you know, from when I first began, they just started putting gloves. They just started making weight classes. They actually made 205 pound, which is light heavyweight weight class for me. They asked me what would be my first perfect weight, and I said 205.
Really? So they made that?
They made that weight class for me.
Oh, wow.
I was the champion at the time. It used to be 199. That was a hard cut for me. But compared to now, either the guys could take advantage of situations in front of them or let it pass by. And if you got to be brash, you got to be cocky, but you're confident when you do things, the fans are going to pay attention. You know, they want to have someone love to hate or hate to love. And I played in both of those shoes, and I've been very lucky. You talk about Conor McGregor, you know, there's people who say, you know, he's not one of the greatest. Well, he isn't one of the greatest yet. Yes, he's the champ at 145 pounds, but he has lost, but it just shows on how he could come back, and how he can perform even better. And he showed that against Nick Diaz, the last one. Let's see if he can defend his world title. There's so many things as an athlete in his career to able to walk these little steps to better themselves, as I've done. And it's been 19 years that I've been competing, but I've been very, very lucky. And I hope other fighters can do the same thing through their careers. I've learned from our mistakes, learned from our positive stuff that we do through our lives, and just the hard work of marketing and promotion, because it's two jobs. Yes, you get in the gym and train every day. Yes, you get in a cage, compete against each other, but it's the marketing. I mean, I was the first fighter to have fighter cards. I was one of the first fighters to have flames on my shorts, bleached my hair. I wanted to make an image of a person that someone had something, you know, in common with. You know, I spoke my mind every time I fought. There was no rating on anything I said, and sometimes I kind of slapped myself for saying it, but I said what came from my heart. It came off my shoulder. Nothing was ever predetermined, but that's what made me different in this sport of mixed martial arts. You know, you watch professional wrestling with Hulk Hogan, you watch professional boxing of, you know, later rest the greatest Muhammad Ali. He's done great for what boxing has. Hulk Hogan has done great for professional wrestling. I think I've done great for mixed martial arts, and I'm thankful to step in any one of those guys' footsteps.
You brought up, speaking on Conor McGregor, he did just lose against, or I'm sorry, he just win against Nick Diaz. Tell us what you thought about that fight, and did you think that was going to happen again, or do you think Nick Diaz was going to repeat?
I had a big load of money saying that was going to happen again. I was kind of bummed. I wish Nate would have called me and told me that he was injured, but it is what it is. I still enjoyed the fight. Nate actually showed a lot of heart, and Conor showed a lot of heart. You know, the first time he went 5 rounds. I think it was an exciting fight on both sides. I still thought Nate pulled it off a little bit. But after I looked at the fight a couple times, yeah, you know, you got to give the person hit harder strikes. But that's what would be best for a rematch. That's the best out of 3, a trilogy.
Are you a fan of MMA, not just being the fact that he watches a lot of the time?
She's the first ring card girl from UFC.
Oh wow, nice.
I was lucky, and I'm not letting her go anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I started watching it when I was a little kid. I watched WWE and I watched the underground stuff where you saw, you know, the Karate Kid against a sumo wrestler. I thought it was awesome. So, always been an MMA fan, and then, you know, I got to meet the love of my life 15 years ago. So I got to be their first ring girl, and
That's awesome.
It's crazy how life goes around. It all comes
That's a great story. Were you like getting iced off and you're like, hey, who's that?
No, actually I wasn't. At the time I was married, to tell you the truth. Actually, no, I wasn't. But hey, there's every once in a while you cross and go, wow, she's beautiful. And then when I got to meet her, she was actually even better of a person than her beauty. And then I think like 10, 15, 12 years later, we started talking. Now it's been 3 years we've been together, so we're pretty lucky.
That's a great story. I want to get your take on the middleweight championship coming up with Bisping versus Henderson. A lot of people don't think Henderson should be getting the shot, but what's your take on that?
It's a fight that sells. People want to see it because they saw what happened the first time. Does Bisping fix his mistakes that he had the first time he fought against Henderson? Yes. I think the age will be a big factor in this fight, and Henderson has nothing to lose. That's when he's dangerous, when he has nothing to lose. And you never count him out, man. But Bisping, I know he's doing the right things. I know he's staying focused. So I say Bisping by third round.
I was gonna say you work out with Bisping, right? At Ruka? Yeah. Is he in camp right now?
He actually just came in this week. Yeah, he just came in this week.
How's he looking on weight and all that stuff?
He's looking great. His weight's low. I mean, because he shot a movie out in England, but he trained the whole time out there too. So he got his work in. He's in fight shape already. I mean, that's one of the guys. You understand? I coached him in the Ultimate Fighter Season 3, and he was a guy who never got out of shape. I pushed him to the limit every time we trained, and he ate everything I gave him. Man, he was just like, I want more. Let's do more. And I think that's why he's the champion now. He's never stopped. The kid put in the hard work, and he due respect.
Yourself, you're coming up on a year, I believe, on your last fight. So tell us about yourself. How's your health? I believe you had surgery. Tell us how you're doing.
Yeah, well, after my last surgery against Liam, I had neck surgery. I had C6, C7 fused, and I feel fine. Everything's gone. I have a great doctor. I'm out of Las Vegas. I'm able to wrestle again. I'm able to move. I'm able to do all my neck workouts. It's a hard sport to be doing what I'm doing, but after doing it 19 years, the surgeries I've had, I think it comes down to the mental side of it, of believing in myself, of believing in my body, and just put my nose to the grindstone and just keep going at it. I got one more left. Hope before the year's over it happens, and I'll be thankful. It'll be on Spike TV with Bellator.
I was going to say, so I know it's going to be on Bellator. Who are you looking to fight? There's Rampage out there, I believe.
Rampage, Fedor. I just heard Chael Sonnen just signed with Bellator. I don't.
That would be fun. That'd be a fun build-up. Yeah.
Really good. Trash talk versus trash talk. That'd be a good build-up. And I think I owe Chael one too. He pinned me on my birthday when we wrestled Division I college. So you'll be the first to hear this. It's good for you.
Gotta get that get back. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Tito, and have fun at this event. Honor yourself, man. Thank you for all you've done.